Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is WireDogSec, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And before we get into it, you know what to do. The housekeeping items, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, comment below your thoughts and opinions. Be sure to share the video with your friends, colleagues, etc., etc. Get the good word out. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, we're going to take a look at this blog article posting here on TryHackMe in the blog area. And it's going to talk about some free resources inside of TryHackMe, right? A lot of people out there are looking to get into cybersecurity, and a lot of times people don't have the funds available to get some of this training in. Well, guess what? You can make a free account and TryHackMe, and they have various different rooms, information available for people that have free accounts, right? So you don't have to pay a dime. But let's go ahead and get into it here. It says, discover our free defensive security training. At TryHackMe, we understand that accessibility is crucial in your learning journey. This is why, as a free user, you can access hundreds of our training rooms for free. With over 500 training labs and a series of free events throughout the year, we're making it easier than ever to learn, advance, and upskill. And that's absolutely correct. I've been using TryHackMe for years now, and they do have the free events, right? Speaking of that, during the holiday season, like Christmas and such, they have Advent of Cyber. I think they've been doing it for the past, 3 or 4 years probably. I did the one last year, I believe. And basically, it's like they have this Christmas story themed thing that's going on or event going on, and you're going through and you're solving all these different rooms and tasks and such. And as you're solving everything and completing these rooms, you're getting entered into a contest where you can win all these cool prizes. So it's awesome. I'm glad they're doing that, and I'm looking forward to this year's Advent of Cyber. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. It says whether you're a free user just starting out or looking to refine your skills, our training modules cater to a variety of proficiency levels. It says before we dive in, we'd like to explain that rooms of TryHackMe are broken into walkthroughs and challenges. Walkthroughs guide you and teach the skills required, while challenges test your skills without any help. And right, walkthroughs are, like it says, the step-by-step process as you go through and complete these tasks. And the challenges would be like, I'm assuming like capture the flag type rooms in here. So both are available if you're into those kind of things. I personally like the walkthroughs and learning about new technologies, TTPs, new areas of cybersecurity, etc., etc. I'm not that big on CTFs, but if CTFs are your thing, go ahead and go after it. It says top tip, you can bookmark rooms, come back later on and complete the rooms. That's an awesome tip there, so be sure to do that as you're going through TryHackMe. And it says getting started. If you're new here, hello. It's great to have you here. To get you all set up and introduced to the wonderful world of cybersecurity, we recommend starting with these rooms. And it's got the rooms listed out there. Of course, you're going to start out with the tutorial so you know how to navigate through TryHackMe. And then starting out in Infos or Cybersec, Junior Security Analyst Intro, Security Engineering Intro, and then Intro to Detection Engineering. Right, so there's quite a few different areas down here that you can go in and check out for free. It says cyber defense frameworks, dive deeper into the frameworks that guide cyber defense strategies. Understanding these frameworks will equip you with the knowledge to tackle cybersecurity challenges. It says principles of security, the pyramid of pain, diamond model, and MITRE. And MITRE is very popular and used in the cybersecurity space, so I recommend checking out that and understanding what it is and how to apply it in the real world, because you may come across it in your career. Now let's continue on here. Threats and vulnerabilities. Venture into the realm of threats and vulnerabilities that pose risks to digital environments. These training rooms are crafted to empower you with the expertise to discern, scrutinize, and alleviate a wide spectrum of cybersecurity threats and vulnerabilities. Introductory researching, a brief introduction to research skills for pen testing. And if you want to go in the pen testing area, you will need to have some form of research skills. Even on the blue team, you're going to need the research. You're going to need how to, you're going to know, you're going to need to know how to Google things, right? Because you're not going to know everything. There's just two many areas in cybersecurity, it's impossible for one person to know everything. So that's why I always recommend to specialize in a few areas for one, and then if you don't know it, ask somebody or take the initiative and do your own research. Get out there and start Googling things, looking on YouTube, etc., etc. Vulnerabilities 101, understand the flaws of an application and apply your researching skills on some vulnerability databases. And that's another area of cybersecurity. The focus on is vulnerability analysis and such. Maybe you want to go into that area of cybersecurity. Well, this room will tell you what it consists of, what you'll come across in that career path. Phishing analysis, fundamentals, phishing emails in action. Those two are very important. Now, if you're starting out as a junior analyst, a lot of times you'll be put on the phishing email duty, right? So you'll be keeping track of the anti-phishing email mailbox, what have you. And I've done that at plenty of different organizations in my career, going around and analyzing various different or potentially malicious emails that come in. Like users will click a button or they'll just forward the email, forward attach the email, what have you, and send that over to that designated mailbox. And then an analyst will go in there and start reviewing that email, right? You got to determine if it's a non-malicious benign email or it's an actual malicious email that contains nasty links or malicious documents, files, what have you. So it's a very important process. It can be tedious sometimes and mundane, but hey, someone's got to do it. And it's a lot less mundane than it was when I started doing it. Back when I started doing it, they didn't really have these email analysis algorithms and such as they do today. So it's a lot better than it was when I had started doing phishing analysis. The Nest is, of course, that's very popular in the cybersecurity space. Nest is a vulnerability scanner, as you can see there. There's tons of them out there. OpenVOS is another one that is a open source vulnerability scanner that comes with like Kali Linux and such. I don't know if it still comes with Kali Linux or do you have to actually go in, download it, and install it. I'm pretty sure it does come with it, but be sure to look into Nessus, which they do have a free I guess version available for non-business use, and then there's OpenVOS, which is free and open source on Kali Linux. So be sure to check out those rooms if you haven't done so already, and continue on to threat intelligence and monitoring. Build on your foundational knowledge by learning about threat intelligence and monitoring. These rooms will guide you on how to gather intelligence, monitor your network traffic, and detect anomalies. Of course, it starts out with intro to cyber threat intel, so you know what it is, what it consists of, and then it goes further into it with threat intelligence for the SOC, threat intelligence tools, intro to endpoint security, traffic analysis essentials, Wireshark the basics, Snort, Waza, introduction to SIEM, Splunk dashboards and reports, Splunk exploring SPL. Now, when I interacted with any threat intel personnel, they're usually on another team. It's a designated threat intelligence team, or maybe you'll just have one or two people that does threat intel for your organizations. But what I come across in my career, it's been a team of threat intel people, right? So that's all they do every day. Every day they're on the dark web looking for stuff that could affect the organization, and they're providing that information to the SOC so they can then determine what action items they can actually use from that research from threat intel and then apply it into the environment to better secure it. And continue on here, forensic. Step into the role of cyber forensic investigator and learn how to uncover hidden data, analyze various systems, and follow digital traits. Intro to digital forensics. Learn about digital forensics and related processes and experiment with a practical example. You got D4 and introduction, which stands for it stands for digital forensics and incident response. That's what D4 stands for. You got Windows Forensics 1, Linux server forensics, digital forensics case, and you got CAPE down there, which is a popular tool out there used in forensics. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in forensics. It's pretty exciting. I mean, you get to go in and basically you're playing like who done it like after the fact. Like an organization had suffered some kind of security incident and you're coming in after the fact collecting various different digital artifacts from machines, networks, etc., PCAP stuff like that. It consists of a lot of different things. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in forensics. You're playing Batman, figuring out what exactly happened. And you got malware analysis here. Pretty much self-explanatory. You're analyzing malicious software, right? But anyway, it's got various different rooms here. You can check that out if you're interested in that area of cybersecurity. You got history of malware, mal researching, mal malware introductory, dissecting PE headers, registry persistence detection, and you got x86 architecture overview. So remember I was telling you about researching stuff above, you're gonna have to research in pretty much every area of cybersecurity. So you better get used to it. So if you're interested in malware analysis, there's various different rooms here that you can go through and start your journey there. Incident response, that's a bit similar to forensics. They're in like, I guess, the same area, but they obviously are different. Be the first line of defense in a cyber incident. Learn the real world strategies and techniques used in incident identification, scoping and remediation, intro to IR and IM, an introduction to incident response and incident management. Preparation, identification and scoping, intro to logs, investigating windows, and redline. And I've done IR throughout my career. I mean, something happens, you're going to be, you know, the first line of defense. You got to go in and you got to follow the incident response process, right? Eventually, you got to contain the incident, and then after the fact, everything's done, you got to go in and clean up everything in that recovery process. But the incident response team consists of various different business units or information technology teams. There's a lot of people on the incident response team, so it's not just going to be cybersecurity folks for the most part. It could also depend on whatever company or organization. I've been places where I was the sole cybersecurity person, so I was doing all of this by myself. And I've been at organizations where it's just been part of my job duties, but also been part of everything else that's been going on. Okay, let's continue on here. Purple teaming. This is purple teaming. Explore the collaborative effort of red and blue teams through purple teaming exercises. Enhance your understanding of threat emulation, threat hunting, and vulnerability assessment. You got intro to threat emulation, you got threat modeling, threat hunting, introduction, threat hunting, foothold, print nightmare, and confluence CV there listed down there. So there's very different rooms there for purple teaming if you're into that. I'm actually getting into purple teaming myself, trying to familiarize myself with the processes and procedures of what purple teaming consists of because it sounds exciting. I mean, I've done things on blue team and red team, so why not combine both skill sets to improve the detection capabilities of the blue team, right? And you can do purple teaming at home in your lab environment as well, or you can do some kind of detection engineering type stuff there. But they do have a few rooms here listed above, so to get you started in the purple teaming, and then you can go from there. And let's continue on. Like I said, there's CTF practices slash challenges I briefly talked about earlier. It says put your skills to the test with capture the flag challenges. These rooms are categorized by difficulty to provide a progressive learning experience. You got easy, medium, and then they do have hard ones, but those are ones you probably have to pay for with a subscription. But anyway, there's tons of them available here. You got a few up here for easy, and you got a bunch down here for medium. So be sure to check these rooms out if you're interested in capture flag. Like I said, I'm not big on CTFs myself unless they're more focused towards like a real world type of environment. But hopefully you guys enjoyed going through this article. I will have the link in the description. And as always, if you want to improve your skill set, upskill, what have you, dig deeper into a particular area of cybersecurity, be sure to subscribe to TryHackMe. It's very affordable compared to lots of other trainings out there, and you get this hands-on keyboard experience that you can in turn apply to the real world, whether that be your current position or a position where you're currently pursuing for the future. I'm a big advocate of hands-on practical skills, and TryHackMe does provide that. Now, if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, share the video with family, friends, colleagues, etc. As always, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you later.